Hello, this is SJ Talks from Life coming back at you with another video. If you're new to my channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Please and thank you. I see people are still sounding off about Simone Biles and her husband, Jonathan Owens, or Simone Owens, technically Owens because she's married. But we all know her by Simone Biles. Notice a lot of people are still sounding off about that. I did a little video on it. And I don't, you know, it just seems like, I don't know, I'm starting to get the feeling that, I don't know, people are going too far with that. I know the man did say and I listened to the interview in its entirety, and yeah, he said some other messed up stuff in it. And yes, he did say some stuff in it that he wasn't glorifying his wife like he should have, and he was talking about him being the catch and the prize and all that kind of stuff, and which was disturbing. But people are just they're critiquing it, and they're breaking it down, and then they're coming to all these assumptions. Oh, well, she better leave him. She better not have kids by him. And I know I said she should have a prenup. Well, she should, because she's a millionaire. When you got that kind of money, you need to protect your assets. I don't care who you're with. But I did put my little 2 cents in. But people are really, really, particularly our people, particularly black people. It's mostly black people that's speaking negativity on her marriage, and that's what doesn't set well with me. You know, a black man hooked up with a black woman. He's a black man that hooked up with a black woman hooked up with a black man. And then they're bringing colorism into the mix. They're pulling up his ex-girlfriend and talking about, see, this is who he was with before. Simone is not his type. And it's just getting really messy at this point. It done got really messy at this point where people are talking about Simone is a beautiful young lady. She's a beautiful young black lady. She's beautiful, okay? Doesn't matter what complexion she is. She's beautiful, okay? And the people are going into, he just with her for what she, and then they talked about, because he said he didn't know who she was. And then I was listening to somebody else say that the other day. There was a whole panel of people talking about it. And I said, you know what? I don't think he would have won either way in that situation, because if he had said, if you flip it around and he had said he knew who she was, then people would have been taking that and running with it. They would have been saying, see, and so he knew who she was, and that's why, and see that. So if he had, on the flip side, had said if he knew who she was, then people would have been taking that and running with it. So I don't think he would have, I thought about that yesterday, and I don't think he would have won either way. And there's a lot of things that he could have said differently. He could have said less. He could have said a lot less. But it's just that people are picking this young, newlywed couple apart. They're picking them apart. And that is not okay. And the black women are talking about all the red flags and and she don't need to have no kids by him, and she need to leave him. And I see a Kiki trying to compare her situation, her marriage, to Kiki Palmer's situation. And those are two entirely different men. Okay? And it's like they're speaking things on her. Well, I hope he don't abuse her, and they're speaking all this on her. And that is not okay. And it's like people are going too far with this. I say, okay, y'all just said y'all piece about it, be done, let's move on. But people are still going off about it, and they're just saying all kinds of negative things about this young black couple. And it's not okay. You know, we need to speak life on Simone and her husband. Instead of praying, talking about them, we need to be praying for them. Instead of sitting there bashing them, we need to pray for them. Because both of them are young. He's young, she's young. Okay, they're both young. Okay? And, you know, if in event, I pray that the marriage does work, that, you know, they do stay together. But if in event, if it don't, it's going to be a learning experience for her. It'll be a learning experience for him, and it'll be a learning experience for her. You know? But I just think we got to stop this with black women. We have to stop speaking all this negativity towards black women, especially our young black women, you know. And colorism. We got to stop all this, you know, bringing her color into the mix and all this stuff. We need to speak life unto our young black women and men. This is a young black couple. They trying to make it. They're doing the best they can. And nobody is perfect at the end of the day. But people are just going too far. People are going too far.
Okay, we live.
With this
we are live.
People are going too far with this judgment. You know, they're going too far. And I think that at this point, you know, just pray for them. Speak life on them. Don't spew all this negativity. You know, because it's just, you know, they're not even getting, you guys are not even giving them a chance. They just got married, and you guys are, you know, the first year of marriage, so I hear, I've never been married, is the hardest. And they're trying to get through their first year of marriage and all this, and that's going to have challenges within itself. But then to try to, take this interview that he did and just pick him apart, pick her apart. That is not okay. Now they got to deal with all that, all this backlash, on top of trying to get through their first year of marriage. It's too much, and it's not okay. Would any of us be okay with that, with people doing that with us? I wouldn't be okay with it. You know, so people are going too far with that. They're just going too far. Just leave it alone. Pray for them and keep it moving. It's like people don't want to see a black woman be happy. You know? People don't want to see a sister be happy. And then they putting colorism into it. You know? Black people need to stop this mess. We are our own worst enemy. We white folks ain't even said too much about it. It's the black people. We are our own worst enemy. And it don't make no sense. Speak life on this young couple. You know, I want to see them succeed. I want to see them make it. Don't do that. People are going too far with it. Just leave it alone. You said your piece about it, now move on. But then they spewing all this negativity. That is not okay. That is not okay. You know? I know people got to get their clicks and views, and I get it. But come on now. You know? Anyway, hit me up in the comment section. You think people are taking this thing too far with Jonathan Owens' interview, Simone Biles? Let them live. Let that young, beautiful black couple live. Let them live. Let them live. And pray for them. Pray for him. Pray for her. Okay? And that's all you can do. And leave it alone. We got more pressing issues in the black community to be worried about than to be worrying about this beautiful young black couple just starting out. Okay? Okay, hit me up with that comment section, like, subscribe, and share. Until the next video, be blessed.